Is it possible to start a SaaS business with $10,000 or less? In this video, I'm going to tell you how to get it done and how you can start your own SaaS business in less than $10,000 with 5 simple steps, so stay tuned. You probably think that in order to get into SaaS, you need to come up with these brilliant ideas. You probably think that you need to come up with the perfect business plan. You think that you need to create this presentation and start pitching it to a bunch of investors and eventually get a raise and deal with all the legal stuff. And once you do get the money, then you need to hire a team and huge offices and then build for a few years and then, getting your first few paying customers and selling to enterprise, and then you get to the place where you're generating a ton of revenue and then you exit, and that's the story of SaaS. That's not the case. And not only that's not the case, I really do think that raising money is the wrong solution for 90% of SaaS businesses out there. And a lot of them are just doing the mistake of keep chasing other people's money instead of running their own SaaS. So if you do want to run your own SaaS, probably your budgets are pretty much limited. Let's assume about $10,000 that you saved aside from your hustles or from your day job or whatever, and you're now ready to get started. Now, before we dive into the 5 simple steps of starting your own SaaS as a bootstrap company, I just want to tell you that my business is a bootstrap. I started it with my sister back in 2018 with much less than $10,000. And if we got it done and we're now generating over $350,000 a month, you can do too if you just follow these few simple steps and make things simple. Whenever something is too complex for you to understand, I would recommend go the other way. Now, without further ado, here are the 5 steps of creating a SaaS business. The first thing would be to find an idea, and the way to go about it would be to do market research, and the way to go about that would be to look into areas and fields you're already interested or have some experience with. If you're a developer, look to build a solution for developers. If you are a designer, build a solution for designer. If you're a personal trainer, then build a solution for personal trainers or for gym owners or whatever. Just look for something you're already familiar with, because it's going to help you to understand the market, understand the users, understand the customers, and understand the problem. This is the most important thing. I'm seeing too many people trying to solve problems in areas they know nothing about and kind of assume that the market needs a solution. What ends up usually turns out that nobody needs a solution, and then the software dies, and that's super sad. So don't go this route. Try to look for places where you're familiar with and you understand the pains of the local community. So I won't dive too deep into how to do market research. I'm pretty sure we have a video about it. So if we do, I'm just gonna put it in a link somewhere below, and we'll probably create a new version for 2024. If you are interested in us making a new video on how to do market research in 2024, just comment in the comment section below market research and I'll make sure we create this video for you. Now, once you have a list of ideas of problems that are related to a niche you're familiar with, now it's time to really try and prioritize them to decide which idea is the one with the most potential and go for that idea. Now that you find the problem you want to solve, it's time to define the solution. This is where we're going to dive into step number 2, the PRD or product specification document. This is where you're going to create a document explaining everything that the developers will need to know about building this software, meaning all the screens that are available, all the types of users that are available, anything related to pricing, onboarding, different buttons with each page, how exactly it needs to look like. And you can also create very simple mockups. You can use tools like Figma, you can use Balsamiq, you can use whatever you want. You can use a pen and paper. That's fine. Just make sure that you have a document that shows what the app needs to look like and what it should function like. The more specific you're gonna get, the better results you're going to get from this specification document. Eventually, whoever is going to build it doesn't know the market as well as you do. So some things that are very obvious to you may not be so obvious to the developers. And if you will not define it in the document, they will just build something else that's eventually going to cause you problems down the line. So now that you have the specification documents ready, you have a doc that's saying everything about the product and some mockups to show it pretty much what it's going to look like, we're ready to move on to step number 3, which is to find someone who is going to build your app. You can either search on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, remote developers that are going to be willing to build your software for an hourly pay or a flat rate pay, or just a fixed type of bundle for the entire thing and get you a price offer. Or you can also look for a technical founder that's going to be your partner. Now, of course, if you go this route, you're gonna have to give some percentage of your business to him, but you're gonna have someone that is as dedicated as you to the product. So you just need to pick the route you want to go with. Of course, if you're going with a technical partner, the risks are going down significantly. However, you are losing percentage and a chunk of your business. Next, the next step would be to publish your app to a marketplace. And we, in this channel, we talk mostly about micro SaaS. And the reason for that is micro SaaS and bigger platforms just help you market your product so much easier. So if you're building a product for designers, I would definitely recommend integrating it with, I don't know, Photoshop, integrating it with Figma to the marketplace community, or to Canva, or any other big tool that designers are using on a daily basis. So it's going to be easier for them to find you. Now, in our company, we are all about e-commerce. We know e-commerce, so we built a few extensions for Shopify. We also integrated it with Etsy. We also integrated it with Wix and BigCommerce and WooCommerce. These are all the platforms that are talking about e-commerce. And because we are familiar with e-commerce and we know e-commerce platforms and we build e-commerce solution, we just published our product into these platforms. By publishing your app to a marketplace, this is going to take care of most of your marketing efforts and going to expose your product for the first few customers within your niche. The last step would be to actually start marketing more aggressively your product, listening to customers, build it in a way that's going to satisfy more customers based on bugs, based on feature requests, and just keep expanding the product to fit more and more customers and optimizing over time. This is it, guys. This is all you need to know. This is how you can launch a SaaS with $10,000 or less. All you need to do is just find an idea. You want to specify the product, you want to find developers to build your app, then you want to publish it to a marketplace, and then just optimize based on user feedback. These are all you need to know. It's super simple if you keep it simple. Now, if you really want to take it one step further and really serious about it, we've created a free crash course. I think it's like 6-episode crash course that is teaching you how to build Shopify apps specifically, because that's what we do. I'm going to put it in the description below. And if you're really serious about it, we also have a full-length course, which is like 80 episodes or something. It's paid. I'm also going to put it in the description below. Guys, if you like the video, please make sure to hit that like button so you know whenever we release new videos, and subscribe. Of course, it's super important and we are putting a lot of effort into these videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.